Mr. Nitin Gadkari, the Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. Thank you, sir, for being with us. Sir, we've just spoken to Mr. Anil Bardwaj, who's the General Secretary of the Federation of Indian Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises. He was very happy with the package, but he said that the biggest concern is paying salaries, and not much is there in the package for payment of salaries, sir. How would you like to respond to him?
Actually, because of this package, the most important thing is that if there is suppose 10 crore working capital for industry, now they get 20% more, means 2 crore more without collateral guarantee and without any fees. So this 3 lakh crores going to 45 lakh MSMEs, which is going to create more economic power for them, and that is to be increase in liquidity. And that's the reason that they will get that liquidity can be helpful for all the purpose. At the same time, EPF contribution that is reduced from 10 to 10% for 3 months, and that liquidity support of rupees 6,759 crore that is also going to MSME. This approximately 7,000 crore is getting MSME as a dividend, and that is going to helpful for them to compensate the things. Now EPF support extended up to August 2020 salary months, and it is to be to estimate of 2,500 crore benefit for business and workers to provide liquidity relief, estimated 3.67,000 units and 72.2 lakh laborers. So ultimately this is going to benefit to the industry.
Yes.
So by one way we are giving this support to the MSME. That is exactly their benefit. So I feel that they don't need to fear about anything. It is going to create more liquidity for them, and definitely that is going to relax MSME to make their expenditure, and even they can give on salary to the laborers.
So how does the expansion of the definition of MSME help this sector? We considered it an informal sector for a large time. Now that you've expanded the scope of the MSME, is this making it more formal, sir?
It is very important. Actually, the fact is that for last 14 years there was discussion, but nothing was happened. The first time we have taken this historical decision. Now first you understand, in the previous criteria, the manufacturing and service sector was different. In manufacturing sector for micro industry, the investment limit was 25 lakh, and for service sector turnover limit for 10 lakh. Now micro sector, the investment limit coming to 1 crore, 4 times more, and for turnover it is 5 crore. And now the new scheme we have, there is no independent manufacturing sector or service sector. Now both are in a one category. The classification is manufacturing and services. So in small industry, the investment limit was 5 crore. Now it comes to 10 crore, 2 times more. And the turnover, that is a turnover to 2 crore, now it comes to 50 crore, 25 times more. Then medium industry, the investment was of 10 crore, and for entrepreneurs it was a turnover of 5 crore. Now it comes to investment 20 crore, 2 times more, and turnover 100 crores. 100 crores means 20 times more.
Yes, sir.
So this is going to increase the number of MSMEs who will get the benefits of all the schemes by banks, by state government and by central government. And this can be a great thing and great booster dose for the MSME, and it's really a welcome by all the people. I feel that this is a very, very historical decision.
So what about this stressed MSMEs that that you're going to restart by giving them subordinate debt for these MSMEs, 20,000 crore rupees? You've also got equity infusion of 50,000 crore rupees through the fund of funds. Of course, I mean, I'm just asking you, is there a need to restart the stressed MSMEs, or perhaps just close them down?
First of all, I will tell you, I already replied in the parliament in the last session that already we have restructured 6 lakhs MSMEs. And now the limit is now increased up to 31st December. So my suggestion is, already we have taken the decision of restructuring of the MSME, those who are under stress. Now the subordinate debt fund of rupees 20,000 crore, This subordinate debt banks will restructure stress or NP accounts. This 20,000 crore will be used for that. They will give it to the MSMEs, by which by banking laws they can make the restructuring of the thing, and this is going to benefit 2 lakh MSMEs. At the same time, fund of rupees 10,000 crore, which will combine with other funds to create a fund of rupees 50,000 crore for equity infusion in fast growing high potential MSMEs. Those who are profit making, those who are good rating, they can get this fund to increase their business. My idea is MSME stock exchange, where government will support. Suppose a MSME is going to raise 50 crore capital in stock exchange, share equity, then MSME, the department, we will support them by 15%, means 7 crore we will give them, and the share value will be 10 rupees. But when 4 years it comes to 40, 50 rupees, then that income, again that money we will sell the share and coming into that fund. And the way in which this 50,000 crore is the rolling fund, and we can make it going up to the 5 lakhs crore, 10 lakhs crore, and it will be a permanent help to MSME, but they have to show positive performances, good rating, and where we are going to support them. Who are going to do more exports, they will be beneficial from all these schemes.
So the global tenders now are disallowed for up to 200 crore rupees. This is going to benefit the MSMEs. To what extent, sir? How is it going to benefit? Because I mean the economy is currently locked down, but future, speaking in the future, what kind of tenders are we likely to see for them?
Actually, for global tender, actually 200 crore is the limit. After 200 crore, the global company can participate.
Yes, sir.
So because of this decision, it is going to beneficial Indian MSME and industries. They will get the business from defense and from different government departments. And it is really a revolutionary. Some of the industry, they can upgrade the technology. Some of the MSME, they can get investment, foreign investment. They can make joint venture for that. And that benefit will go to them. And by increasing their capability, they can increase their export, and they go into the international market by their products, by reducing the cost, by adopting the new technology. So this is going to helpful for the industry MSME, and at the same time going to create more employment potential, and it is going to change the cash flow, creating more liquidity in MSME. That is very beneficial for all stakeholders.
Indeed, sir. You talked about more liquidity now. The 3 lakh crore rupees collateral free automatic loans are for businesses, but this also includes MSMEs. That was the announcement made today. So what extent, is credit available now? How much credit have you made available for MSMEs, and please can get that credit?
Already in every scheme, we are taking guarantee. First of all, suppose हमारे प्रधानमंत्री योजना है,
जी sir.
where bank is estimating suppose 1 lakh crore loan giving under that scheme. So MSME, we have secured that, we are insured that amount. 75% of the amount is secured, and we are giving insurance premium to our financial trust, and by which they are giving the guarantee. So that guarantee is with the MSME department. So out of 71 lakh crore, 75,000 crore is the guarantee from the MSME. For 25,000 crore, already the assets are mortgaged. So there is a full security is there, and I feel that there is no problem, and that is the reason I am feeling that it is going to helpful to MSME by and large.
So during the lockdown, we have already seen that India has done very well in producing masks, in producing PPEs, all these other equipments. MSMEs have played a role, and we can see that that we have tremendous potential. What do you see going ahead? I mean, if what is the kind of potential that MSMEs have in our country, sir?
I am giving an example. PPE kit. We have just imported 1 crore more than PPE kit from China. I am telling you, in Nagpur, one MSME textile cluster is here, and they are making shirts for Peter England. And now they are making the kits, and the value is only 550 rupees. So now it is approved by all the agency. So we are in position to give available PPE kit to the country. Even our MSME are now in position to export that.
Okay.
So now we don't need import from anywhere. So this is exactly the thing which we need. For everything we need to import substitute, to adopt the good technology, to reduce the cost and improve the quality. and capture the international market. And that is the thing which will going to happen by taking the decision by the government. It is
Yes.
going to beneficial to MSME.
So currently we are not allowed to export PPEs and masks and all these things. Maybe since we are producing them in such large quantities and there is such demand outside the country, maybe this is an opportunity for us, wouldn't you think, sir, that we should actually open it up for export?
Actually, I am going to request Piyush Goyal ji that first you make the research and study the availability of PPE kit. If they are available, my suggestion is you allow MSME to export. Now I am giving example of sanitizer.
Right.
The rate was 1200 rupees per liter. We appeal to all sugar factory to start the manufacturing of sanitizer. Many of the sugar factories started. It is from alcohol. And today, the sanitizer rate is coming to 400 rupees per liter. And today,
Yes, sir.
the export potential is there. Surplus available in the market, we can export. So we can take the advantage. So this is the coronavirus war. This problem is also we have to convert into blessing and disguise. So this is exactly my feeling is we can fight corona war, we can fight economic war, and we can take it as a blessing in disguise, and we can make India as a super economic power.
So this 45,000 crore rupees partial credit guarantee scheme 2.0 for NBFCs and others, NBFCs are now being given some liquidity facilities. How is this going to be helping the MSME sectors?
Actually, we have taken already decision for all MSME schemes. Previously, only Nationalized Bank was financing, but now we have taken a decision that District Cooperative Bank, Urban Cooperative Bank, and NBFC can finance MSME.
Yes.
So now, because of we are giving special support to NBFC, now that is going to increase their capacity for financing. And ultimately it is going to be a big support for small people who need finance for truck loan, for car loan, taxi loan, and other type of small loan. The NBFC role is very important, and to making strengthen NBFC is really a great thing, and which is going to support MSME to create more liquidity into the market.
Right.
And at the same time, the Urban Cooperative Bank, District Cooperative Bank, they can also invest their fund in MSME. That is also a new opportunity. So we are going to increase the number of the institution is definitely going to create more finance, more MSME to be financed from the sector, creating more employment potential. Now our contribution is 29% in the growth. Our target is going to 50%. Our
Yes.
export is 48% from MSME. We want to increase to 60%. And the jobs already created by MSME are 11 crore. I feel that next 5 years, we will add at least 5 crore new jobs.
So that's the point I wanted to close on. I'll ask you a little bit to focus on the kind of job opportunities that are available now in the MSME sector, because people are afraid that they've lost their jobs. But what is this boost that you have given to the MSME sector going to do to create jobs for people who feel that they may have lost their jobs?
100% no one has to lose their job. Even there is, I feel that we need more people for employment, because it is going to increase the growth rate. It is going to increase the turnover. It is going to increase our export. And by adopting new technology and foreign investment, we are going to reduce our import. So import substitute we have to find out. And at the same time, we are now planning of making of agro MSME.
Yes.
Fishing MSME, the MSME which is related to the rural agriculture and tribal sector, MSME, biofuel MSMEs, where we can start at least 500 distilleries there to make ethanol, not only from sugarcane juice or molasses, but we can make ethanol from rice curd, we can make ethanol from food grains and from corn. Now we have surplus stock of 3-year stock of rice and wheat. Now there is a problem, we don't have storage capacity. So we can change the crop pattern. We can go for making ethanol from corn, and we can use this surplus food grain, which is a cotton, there it can be used for making of ethanol, and that is the import substitute. We are importing 6 lakh crores of crude oil, and the present economy size of ethanol economy is 20,000 crore. We can make it a ethanol economy of 1 lakh crore, and that will be a rural agro MSME. Distillery will be in the part of villages, and which is going to create employment potential and growth in the rural, tribal and agriculture sector. This type of diversification need for MSME to create more jobs in 115 aspirant district, and particularly the area which is socially, economically, educationally backward.
Mr. Nitin Gadkari, Minister for Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, thank you very much, sir, for coming and being on our show and also explaining the vision for the industry, especially at this time after COVID-19 and this magnificent package that has been announced by the government. Thanks, sir, for being with us. And with that, we